Stripe helps optimize your checkout flow so you can grow.
The RX-7, the RX-8 and the 787B race car all have something in common: the rotary engine. The famous Spinny Dorito holds a special place in any petrolhead's heart as a key part of JDM car culture. So why is it so popular when it's so damn flawed? They're terrible on fuel, even worse on oil, and can be expensive to fix, and their torque figures are pretty weak. So let's take a look at why rotary engines kind of suck and why they might actually be making a comeback. Japanese performance cars are hugely popular, with the used car market for 90s JDM icons absolutely booming at the moment. And that's because if you want a rotary, you have no choice but to go used, as current new cars don't use them. Anyway, the Supra, the Skyline, the Evo, the Impreza, they're all just a few examples of the rising sun's offering of attainable performance cars. These were turbocharged, often motorsport-derived saloons and sports cars that offered a hell of a bang for your buck. Cars like the R34 GTR, the Mark IV Supra, they gained a reputation for being giant killers with huge tuning potential. However, they've all got something in common. They've all got old-fashioned piston engines. And if you want to stand out from the crowd, the RX-7 was the one for you. Sure, it wasn't the first rotary-powered Mazda. In fact, there were a fair few before it. There was the Cosmo Sport, the RX-3, the RX-500, as well as the world's first and only rotary engine pickup, the REPU, obviously named the Rotary Engine Pickup. Why would you call it anything else? The RX-7, however, was part of a golden era of Japanese performance cars that really made it desirable. The most popular generation of the RX-7 was the last one, the FD, a two-seater sports car with pop-up headlights and a slick, futuristic design. It doesn't get more 90s looking than that. Appearances in movies and video games like the Fast and Furious and Need for Speed definitely helped its popularity. Hans' Veilside RX-7 in Tokyo Drift is now a cult classic among car fans, and you can always guarantee that any racing game worth its salt would have an RX-7. What made the RX-7 really stand out from its rivals was its engine.